Far Cry 3 is essentially a video game adaptation of those TV shows where people talk about their holidays from hell. In fact, in upcoming DLC, there's a side mission where you have to go to your travel agent, complain, and hopefully get a refund. The game begins with a group of conventionally attractive American white 20-somethings who go to a secluded island in the East Indies to party hard. Things go wrong, however, when these privileged pansies are imprisoned by pirates. That's the scary Somali type of pirate, not the lovable West Country yo-ho-ho types. You play one of the captors, a petulant man-child by the name of Jason Brody, a protagonist who couldn't be any less likeable if he spent the entire game running about dressed as Jimmy Savile. After he and his brother escape their bamboo cage with all the slick grace of a fucking walrus on a tightrope, they don't make it 20 yards before they're caught again and Big Brother Brody is shot in the neck. After escaping a second time, Jason spends most of the game talking about how difficult everything is and how he can't handle all of this.
I can't take any more of this heat!
Jason is a needlessly vocal protagonist and, in fact, playing this game stealthily is kind of what I imagine having Tourette's syndrome must feel like. You're methodically trying to work out the best way to take down every guard in the outpost without any of them raising the alarm, when all of a sudden, Jason inadvertently blurts out something like, "I'm coming to save you!"
Lisa, I can see the door, I'm coming!
Which in turn has you inadvertently blurting out something like, "Shut the fuck up, Jason, you precocious bellend." He's taken on a spiritual journey by a charming man in glasses called Dennis, who teaches you the ways of the Rakyat, an ancient clan of mythical warriors who spend most of their time getting tattoos and talking about how ancient and mythical they are.
Worthy to walk the path of the warrior.
One of the game's main antagonists is Vass, the leader of the group of pirates that captured you in the first place. Vass is a genuinely scary character and played to perfection by Michael Mando with a level of unhinged, thuggish intensity that you don't normally see outside of the night bus to Castlemilk. His infrequent appearances in the game are always its high points and makes you wonder how you got lumped with playing Seth from the OC. The actual gameplay is pretty well rounded. The shooting never feels clumsy and the artificial intelligence is surprisingly intelligent. There's a variety of inventive ways to take a bad guy down, from shooting him, to setting him on fire, to luring a bear or a tiger to his location. There's even a wide range of stealthy takedowns, including the ability to creep up on someone, stab them in the heart, and then take their knife and throw it at one of their pals. Again, something you don't normally see outside of the night bus to Castlemilk. The driving deserves a mention as well. Whereas Far Cry 2 was a bit rusty and unresponsive, Far Cry 3 captures that sort of rough, jerky driving with satisfying success. You'll crash pretty much every time, but you'll feel as if you meant to crash. Every so often, however, just when you're starting to enjoy yourself, the game hits you with another inane jumping puzzle, and Jason's bulky, wobbly attempts at athletics don't make it any easier. And there's plenty of button mashing puzzles too, because everyone fucking loves button mashing puzzles.
I found him!
The story also lasts a wee bit longer than it should. There's an emotional payoff for the character 2/3 of the way through, but the game tries to persuade you to stay on and keep playing like an ecstasy-laden party host at 6 o'clock in the morning.
There they are.
And what is most unforgivable is this little shit of a protagonist. At no point in the game do you relate to him, or empathise with him, or have any connection with him. In fact, I found myself running into enemy encampments just so I could witness the joy of him getting killed over and over. The developers wanted to show you the story of a young, ordinary man who becomes a mighty warrior. Instead, they've shown you the story of a little shit who turns into a little shit who thinks he's a mighty warrior. And for some reason there's a lot of drugs in this game, like when you're not shooting down bad guys, you're shooting up hallucinogens given to you by the good guys. It's as if the developers are almost suggesting that people with a darker skin colour have a natural predisposition towards narcotics. Yes, the game has you tripping absolute balls so often that eventually you'll start questioning your own reality and wondering whether you're actually playing the game or whether your body's just responding to the emotional turmoil with an out-of-body experience, and that maybe you are Jason Brody, and maybe you always were Jason Brody, and maybe we're all Jason Brody, but at the same time, like, none of us are Jason Brody. Like, we're all just a homogeneous mass of collective memories and experiences that have no individual worth, but in the grand scale of the cosmos, collide into each other. I'm coming, Lisa! Overall, the story's a bit rubbish. It's about a white guy who turns up in a foreign land and becomes a better warrior than the ancient natives who have been practicing it their whole lives. In fact, now that I think about it, it's the exact same plot as The Last Samurai. The developers will tell you that this is an affectionate parody, but the tropes are delivered with the unmistakable sincerity of a Hollywood producer who just does not give a shit anymore. All in all, Far Cry 3 it's a good game. It's not a great game. You'll play it and you'll enjoy it, and it's well worth the purchase, you know, when the price comes down. But it's a it's a far cry from a masterpiece. Although in hindsight, I wish I hadn't got these fucking tribal tattoos. How do you sort of like wake from a drug-induced stupor?
Yeah, like pretend you're like running and shooting and stuff.
I'm coming, Lisa!